This is section 2.13 in Math 980, and we only have 6 questions in this homework. But the hardest part of each of them is, I think, the setup, because these are all story problems. So I'm going to help you with the setup, and then you can match your numbers and try to get yours set up and then finish the equation. All right, so question 1, mine says Value Rent-A-Car rents a luxury car at a daily rate of $38.19. That's how much you pay each day. And then plus 5 cents per mile. So 5 cents per mile. A business person is allotted $80 for car rental each day, so they get $80. How many miles can the business person travel on the $80? So the first thing I like to do is figure out what this equation is. So we're paying 5 cents for every mile, so that's 0.05 times every mile, plus we have our daily rate of $38.19. Now all of that has to equal the amount of money the person has, which is 80, and then from there you can solve the equation. Subtract the 38.19 and then divide by the 0.05, and you'll get your answer for miles. Let's look at question number 2. Number 2 says, after a lady is seated in a restaurant, she realizes that she only has $31. If she must pay 7% sales tax and wishes to leave a 20% tip on the total bill, meal plus tax, so she's going to tip the meal plus tax, what is the maximum price of lunch she can order? So let's see how this would work. We're trying to find the price of the meal. That's our unknown, so let's call that P. And then I like to think of what happens in terms of chronological order. First, they're going to tack on the tax. So 7% tax would be my meal price plus the 7%. So that would be a 1.07 would be my multiplier, times my meal price, which I don't know, would be the meal as well as the tax. Then she's going to tack on 1.2 is my multiplier for this whole price and the tip of 20%. Altogether, that needs to equal her $31. So this would be the setup. I would multiply 1.2 times 1.07 first. So we can go ahead and solve this one together. 1.2 times 1.07 is 1.284. P equals 31. And then divide to get the P by itself. So divide 31 by 1.284. And you'll get P equals 24.14. So her meal price could not exceed 24.14, which gave her room to tack on a 7% tax and then tack on a 20% tip to the meal and tax price. All right, let's move on to question 3, which says Emma has $150 cash to spend at a music store. So she's got $150 to spend. How much can she spend on items if there's a 6% sales tax? 6% tax. So this is similar to question 2, only a little bit easier. My unknown is how much she can spend on items. So we're going to call that X. Whatever she spends, she's going to pay an additional 6% tax. So that's 1.06 as her multiplier. And altogether, that needs to equal the 150 that she has. You would divide by 1.06 and have your answer. All right, question 4 says an online retailer is selling used books for $4.99 and you have $70 to spend. So the books are $4.99 and you have $70 to spend. How many books can you buy? So books are my unknown, right? So that's a B. If you must pay 6.5% sales tax, 6.5% tax, and an additional 10% of the total purchase price with tax for shipping. 10% price plus tax. Okay, so let's get this set up. So my books are $4.99, so every book I buy is $4.99. On top of that, I'm going to pay the price of the books, which is my 1, and then my multiplier is 0.065. That covers my tax. Then I'm going to pay on all that my shipping, which is my multiplier of 1 for the whole thing, and then 0.1 for the 10%. And all that equals 70, because that's how much money I have. So let's see what happens. You can go 1.1 times 1.065 times 4.99. And you get 5.84575B equals 70. Divide both sides by that decimal number. So 70 divided by that gives me 11.97 books. But here's the thing, there's no such thing as a 0.97 book. I don't have enough money to jump to 12 books, so I'm limited at 11 books, and that would be the answer. All right, let's look at question 5. It says the sum of 3 interior angles of a triangle is 180. So I've got this triangle, and if I add this and this and this, I get 180 total, 180 degrees. Suppose that one angle is 100, so let's say this one is 100, and the remaining 2 angles are the same measure, so whatever this is the same as that. Find the measures of the angles algebraically. Now, a lot of you could just do this in your head. If this is 100 and they have the total 180, I have 80 left for these, and if they're equal, then they're both 40. But the first thing they want us to do is write the equation that can be used to solve this problem. So let's work through what we just said. If I had 100 for my first angle, and I added it to 2 of those other angles which are identical, then my total is 180. And this is what you would type in for that first part. And then you would solve it and give them the answer for the second part. All right, let's go to the last question, which is question 6. And it says, suppose you get an $80 music gift card. So I have $80. Each $1.49 song has an additional sales tax charge of 5% tax. In your state, how many songs can you buy with the gift card? So this is similar to a couple of the other questions we've done. So I have $1.49 times every song. I don't know how many songs I can buy, so I'm going to go $1.49. I'll let X be my songs. I'm going to multiply that by my multiplier of 1.05, which is the original price, including the sales tax, and altogether, that's 80. And that would be the setup. You could multiply those and then divide and get your answer. Okay, that's it.